Okay, let me do what I should have done before I started this, but plug all this stuff in so I could get talking. Gotta make sure I do it right this time. Let's see. Just a minute. Have patience if anybody hops in here. Alright, I think let's go. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I don't know if anybody's really gonna hop in here. It's early. It's Friday. Uh I definitely don't go on around these times, but I'm waiting on a response from my doctor. That's like while I'm waiting, I get so anxious when I ask questions and stuff. Hey, Jess. So I was like, well, I'm waiting on a response from my doctor. And let me make sure I put this other screen up. Hold on, you guys. And then I can hear myself. Can you hear me, Jess? Hello, hello. Okay. Hello, hello. All right, let me push mute on my thing. But I was saying that I know probably a lot of people aren't going to hop on here, but there are a lot of they're not. There's a few people that listen to this afterward, so I decided to do it. You're gonna have to excuse my voice and my congestion and my wheezing if it happens because if you guys don't know, the fire going on in Canada, we're very close to it, so the smoke, it's everywhere. You can't even. There's no sun. It's just yellowness because the sun's not gonna be able to be seen. That's how thick the smoke is. So, and I can't find my damn inhaler. It's a combination of all these things. But I thought while I was waiting, I knew a whole bunch of lights that I don't think anybody's gonna really be in here that I know. Uh, but just waiting for a response from the doctor, so I'm gonna be up for a while. And when I do, like I said, it's not even about anything big. But I get so anxious, and I'm like, oh my god, I had to communicate with somebody. I can't stand having to communicate with somebody and not getting like answers quick. Like that's how my mind is because my mind will think about so many scenarios. Uh, I just want the answer so quick. I just want the process just to be over, the exchange to be done, or my mind can at least rest a little bit. But if something's up in the air or whatever, my system goes really on overload, and it feels like my brain feels like because I couldn't explain it until today after all these years. But when I'm under this much um stress, and like I said, it's not for anything big, but it's just for the fact that I had to make an exchange with a person, a doctor, I do it and I'm waiting. But my head feels like I just feel like I'm like almost stuck in the middle of a what it would be like the old school newspaper, how they did it, the prints and all that shit, how loud that area is, and how people have to talk loud, and the people that work there. And that's what I feel like I'm hearing when I'm in the middle of waiting for something. And that shit freaks me out because there's nothing I could do to make it stop. So, uh, I hope I don't know, Jazz, are you still there? But that sucks. But that's also why I am a loner. Okay. So I'm a loner and I do best by myself. And I don't, I had to like fall in love with being a loner because that's what my life was going to be regardless. Like, my self esteem wasn't everything. Hold on, this is the same buffering. Maybe it's not anymore. But even just how my life is, I just would not feel like sharing it with a person. I don't know what they would have to do because I think, let me turn this Wi Fi off. Hold on, technical difficulties. But hi, is it Ellie? I forgot what I was saying because the thing was buffering. Dang it, I was trying to make a point. Oh, just the amount of like when I'm around somebody and I'm just like, okay, it's been this amount of time. And in my head, I was like, when's it going to end? When's it going to end? So my system could shut down a little bit. And that's how it is 24/7. It doesn't matter how much I love you. You still got a clock in my head winding down like, okay, we have this much time and that's just it, because of how much I need alone time. Like my recuperating, my any type of just meditation, everything like that, it's when I'm alone. And I need that to survive. And it sucks because I need that part of it more than I would need an actual person. Because if I needed a person, then I think, I would be obviously maybe I would be in a better situation if I literally, decided to be in a relationship that was loving, but I've never been in a loving relationship. I've never been in a mutual anything. I've just been with users. Like, I don't know how it is to be taken care of and all that shit. So, I prefer not dealing with that on one end, but then, like I said, there's some days, damn, I don't got nobody to fuck. But like I said, not every who could people leave a comment, or if you go through here, who could be in a relationship with a person that you might see maybe 30% of the time? Because that I need, like, if you want to be in a relationship with me, we have to write down a contract, and you got 30% of the time with me, and then we have our separate rooms, and you leave me alone, or separate houses, even. Is that wrong? Like, uh, but I don't want to, like I said, it's not like I set out to be this way. It's not like I said, oh gosh, I want to live my life fucking just doing everything alone. No. I didn't picture it like that, but I did stop picturing any like romantic shit. So I don't know, is anybody else like that? Let me know if you listen back. But that can work for some people. I need more companionship though. Yeah, I might need a little bit more on certain days or whatever, but it's like I still need at least, even if there was like more days, if I spent more time, like say on a Wednesday, I was like, oh, I'll stay around you for 12, 10 hours or something. Then that means I'm not seeing you. I don't know. But that's why I've always been in, stupid relationships where I was literally loyal and loved the person. But of course, they were always out and doing shit. And I didn't care for the most part because I was left alone in my alone time. So basically, I just ended up with hoes, like dating hoes, because I didn't care when they were around the house. I wasn't like, oh, come back, like if it's a week or something, yeah. But a day, two, it's like, get out of my face so I could just be myself. Maybe if I was around somebody that I could be myself around, it might be different. But like I said, I don't. I am safe around anybody to be myself, and I safe meaning just not anything physical. Like I'm talking about, like being who I am without being criticized or something like that. So I just don't even. I'm not even who I am because I don't want to hear it. Because I've heard it way too much. So if somebody actually was decent, the time might get greater, but it's like I don't know how that feels. I've never sat around somebody that actually loved me, so it's just a hard deal. I don't know. And then it goes into like friendships. Even with friendships, it's like I know I like like you said, I don't you don't have to talk to me every day and you don't have to do this and that and stuff. But it's like it has to like be a mutual thing of like I don't like I don't know how to explain it. I don't mind like a lot of separation with friendships, but it's like sometimes you have to remind a friend that they're your friend and shit. Like people think they could go like 10 years without talking to me and then just be like, "Hey, what's up?" And I'm like, "Bitch, we haven't talked for 10 years. What do you mean, what's up? You don't have like I don't know you. You know what I mean? Like I obviously something happened where 10 years go by and we didn't need to say a word to each other. Then we don't need to say a word to each other now." But some people feel like that's normal. Uh, it's not normal for me. And when I say it's not normal for me, then that person should understand and get the heck out of my face. You know? Uh, I don't know what a healthy amount of time is going by. Uh, I was reading this friendship stuff because I'm like, I'm trying to be human. I'm trying to be, want to see if I'm wrong and feeling some of the things that I feel right now about friendships, that I have. Because I have a few friendships going on, but it's like, um, how do you like keep the friendship going without just saying fuck it? So for me, I start reading about stuff because I'm like, am I the wrong one for sitting here feeling like I was abandoned or something like that? So let's go through. Like I said, I know I'm not gonna get no jazzes in here. I know I'm not gonna get a lot of people coming in here. But if you guys listen to this and you're struggling with like maybe making friends or keeping friends and stuff, it might help you a little bit. So uh this says a healthy friend, this is just straight from Google. It says a healthy friendship relies on mutual respect, trust, and open communication. Both individuals support each other's boundaries, celebrate successes, and offer a safe, judgment free space to be vulnerable. It features an equal balance of give and take where friends actively listen and handle disagreements respectfully. That's the thing that I always say to people. Like, even if you have disagreements, you can literally, if you feel like it's worth it, if you feel like it's worth keeping the other person in your life, you can literally sit down or talk on the phone, whatever the fuck you do, and you could say, "Hey, this is fucked up that you did," and that person could say, "Damn, that was fucked up. What could we do about it without ending it?" You know what I mean? Like, what could we do to make this better, to make this not happen anymore? You know, so that we could be on the same mutual motherfucking page. You know, it doesn't have to be the end all be all. It's like you could talk about it. We're grown. Talk about it. You know, but that seems to be a problem with a lot of what's going on. But so it says key pillars of thriving. Does anybody care about this? I hope somebody listens to me later. But I mean, that's the hard part for people. Yeah. Um. Okay. So the key pillars of thriving friendship, they include mutual support and encouragement. Genuine friends lift each other up and celebrate accomplishments without jealousy. And that's I'm not. I don't think anything jealousy in these friendships that I have now. I don't think. I don't think jealousy plays a part of it. But before, it's like hell yeah, it did. But I never saw it because I'm like, I always looked at myself like, what the hell do you have to be jealous of me of? And I never felt jealous of them. It's like people are weird. But but they lift each other up, like I said, celebrate accomplishment. Okay. Healthy boundaries. Both people feel safe, clearly expressing their needs, limits, and saying no when necessary. That's so everybody doesn't have you don't have to be the yes man. If you don't feel like doing something, you say no. If I don't feel like doing something, I should be able to say no without feeling like I'm hurting you, same way. Goes both ways. Open communication. Okay. So trust and honesty. Friends keep confidence. Wait, friends keep confident. Assume the best from one another and communicate openly rather than gossiping. Exactly. So, like, don't talk about it in a gossip way. Even though women, I think, naturally are going to do that in sort of a gossipy way. But still, communicate, damn it. Okay, so I hate this word, is very hard for me to say because I know I already tried to say it 10 times in my head already. Is it reciprocal? I can't say it. Recip. No. You guys, you know what this word is. It's a word, that sounds like it's a part of reciprocation, but it's with the Y at the end of it, basically. I just can't say it. I don't know. That's me. I have to be real. Okay, but that word says the relationship is two-way, and I know what the word means and everything. My brain's just not going to say it. Uh, yeah, that's it. Thank you, Jess. So the relationship is a two-way street where both parties invest time. Okay, where both parties invest time. Can we say this another time? Can we come on, even though write it in the chat. Where both parties invest time, energy, and care into staying connected. This is the part that you know and then, like I said, I think, like I said, I'm not talking about just one for me. But for me, even no matter what I'm going through, and like I said, this past year alone, I got cut off like everything that you could when you need things. I got cut off everything and had to fight my way to get back on them. It's like I cut off, and that never happened to me before, and that was a big fucking deal. And so of course I've been sick all through that, and uh, I still, I don't, I answer text, I answer the phone for people, And I don't expect people to do it like as often as I do it. I don't expect that. But I don't do it too often either, so it's not like I'm obsessive with that. Like I don't mind a little bit of time to go by. I don't mind a few days, but it's just like if you could sit on somebody's text for like a week or whatever, are you are you investing in the like I said, investing the time or energy and caring and to care to stay connected? Like, do you wanna stay connected with this person or don't you? You know what I mean? Like I couldn't do that to that person, so I wouldn't want them to do it to me. Am I wrong? How long would you guys wait, if you texted a friend? Like how long would you guys wait until you feel like it's like, damn, what the fuck? Why are you ignoring me? So even the people that listen to this later, let me know how much time you would let go by before you started getting feeling salty, like before you feel like this is, it's not the friendship, that's supposed to be. Um, and like I said, just because I'm saying friendship, I hope there's some people that are gonna listen probably be like, "If you talking about me," and I hope you don't think that because I'm just like, it's I have more than I have a couple of friendships trying to hang on, I'm hanging on to. So uh, it's not you. You say a week, okay? Yeah, that's probably my time too. Because after that, I'm like, well, damn. If like if you go through, I feel like if I feel like I need to talk to you, and it's me wanting to talk to you too. It's not just you wanting to talk. When you feel like you want to talk to me, it's like you should be open to when I feel like talking to you, right? Right? Uh, and if you guys have friends like this, you guys sit down and have these discussions if it's bothering you. If you feel like the friendship is worth it, so okay. Conflict resolution. Disagreements are handled constructively with both individuals taking responsibilities for mistakes and offering sincere apologies. That's another thing. I never got a fucking apology in my damn life from a friend. What if I talked about something? I never got an apology. I always got excuses. You know, the literal excuse of one friend that I had that said they were literally, I keep on saying literal, but they did say they were so stupid. In their own words, they said they were too stupid to like ever give me any like life advice and all that stuff. Like so basically we talk about reciprocation. So basically in saying that they were saying, "Hey, you can help me with my life all the time, and if it were ever come to a time where you needed some leaning on or advice when it came to your life, well, I just don't have it because I'm stupid." And that's not me calling the person stupid. That's them using the word stupid on themselves. I didn't use that word. And so it's like, so you're telling me you're too stupid to reciprocate our friendship, but you still want me to be all in. Who the fuck would do that? Who, you know, who the fuck would do that? And so like I said, through that, I really had to let a fucking friendship I had almost all my damn life go away. And so the newer ones, I'm trying to just like, what is normal? Uh, I want to be heard, but I also want them to be able to talk too. Uh, Let me see. I know that this whatever, and if anything's like for me at least, in my title that might seem like, oh, something's going on. It's nobody comes in basically. YouTube just slows down my video and it makes me mad. So if it was a simple title, more people would have came through. But it's fine. I really just wanted to put what I was thinking out because I feel like if I solve this problem with friendships, I might be able to, like I said, a little bit like come out more of my shell and be more myself because I'm like, okay, then people see this and I literally asked for something and it was talked about and it changed. That would give me the feeling of okay, I have been doing something right. But if that doesn't happen, then I'm like, damn, well, what the hell? Then that's just how my life is. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if any of you guys struggle with this, but um, it's a big deal because it's like I want to figure out what's the healthy thing. I don't want to do anything in my life when it comes to any type of relationship. I don't want to do anything in the unhealthy way. I don't want to argue. I don't want to yell. I don't want to feel like less than. I don't want them to feel like they're less than. I want to be just like on equal ground, like or almost equal. Can't be, I guess, perfect, but I want the mutualness to be felt. Shit. Um, I don't know why I'm doing this. Let's see if the doctor responded because if I could calm down and hop my butt off here, I just like this is like I can't. This in exchanging whatever with a person, I just can't rest. My body's in oops. So I don't understand how people could just live their life normal. I'm I'm obviously not how my brain works, and uh, when it comes to like I said, shit. Why are they taking so? Well, I guess I don't know, but yeah, in this world, I feel like I was like the alien or whatever. Like I'm like, am I ever gonna fit in? I don't even need to like fit in with like a big anything big. I mean, what is it about me that? Oh, yeah, it's Friday too. But what is it about me that like I don't know why doesn't friendship stick on me? I guess why what did I go through? What am I doing? There has to be something I'm doing. Is it because I do express how I feel? Maybe friendships you don't do it, you just hide shit and you just go on and take shit without talking about it. Well, I can't do that no more. I don't like when it feels like I already have my heart a little bit in something, and then it fails. Hey, hey, I don't even know how to say that word. It should be easy, probably, but I don't know how to say. But hey, um, I'll be find your tribe soon. Not everybody does or gets to in this life. All that best. Take care, stranger. Thank you, Autumn. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. No, that's unhealthy. Yeah. Autumn, have you been in here before? I don't know why I feel like I know you or something. But what was I gonna say? No, no, I just got stumped. But I hope nobody take this as like, oh, I'm bitching at somebody, or oh, you know, it's like a huge problem or something. It's not. It's like it's a problem where it's just like I want to find my way and and figure out what works, and I hope the other person wants other people want that too, there are a few people that I already know that they have life. We check in from time to time to say, hey, I'm still here and stuff like that. Like I have that too, and I'm okay with that because we're both like that, so. But I don't know, some it's like I get my heart a little bit more into it, and it's like for that, if my heart's a little bit into it, I want to talk to you sometimes. So, like, mm, I want to feel like, if I needed you, I could talk to you in moments that you don't want to talk, maybe because I would do that for you. But it makes me feel like a punk in a way. That's why I said if anything, I just practice and meditate towards just okay, it's more time to practice being alone. And how I practice alone is I have to dull everybody out until it's enough to just stop. But I really wish people will start saying, hey, she's worth it. Like, fuck. I feel like I'm fucking worth it. But when you feel like you're worth it, you need people to tell you you're worth it too, not just I'm worth it and you hear crickets your whole fucking life. I'm 50 years old. Shit. I think it should be at some point where it's time to hear it. I hope I don't sound too horrible. I might take this down because of my voice, but um, I know it's just the air because sometimes I sound clear, but the air I'm telling you outside is just there's no sun. It's just just yellow, and I just feel like I can't breathe. You sound tired, but not too bad. Yeah, and I'm not. I haven't slept either, but I'm not tired. It's just that my voice is just I can't find my damn inhaler, and I just feel like I'm in the smoke, even though I'm out. I'm in the house. It just feels so thick. So I don't even want to look. I wouldn't even want to look out the window at this. If I could see it through the curtains the way I do, this stuff is really, really scary. And the bad part about it, that is, it's the like in Canada, the mountains. Most of that land in Canada, nobody lives on. So like 70th, what is it, 70% of the land? I think it is. There's way basically Canadians only are on like 30% of the land because there's no way to make anything on it. You can't build on it. It's just too many trees and mountains and all that shit. So when it catches fire, there's you can't get there on land to put it out. You know what I mean? So basically, just it has to burn until it stops, basically. And it's like, well, when the fuck's that gonna be? And why have we have all these smartphones and fucking computers and robots and shit? If we spent time on this stuff, we haven't been able to figure out how to put out fucking forest fires. You know, it just doesn't make any sense to me. From the sky, like I don't know. And this happens too often now. Because wasn't it last year where it was on fire too? But this time feels way worse. The air is way, like I said, it's worse. I think it's the worst air quality in history. Yeah, you think? Yeah. Uh, so what are we supposed to do? Today's is supposed to be clearing out. I don't know. Hopefully it does. But wouldn't it mean if it cleared out, it would mean the fires are done, but they're not. They're saying they're still going. So I don't know. We'll get a few days and then we'll just come back through. This is so scary. How what happens when if it doesn't stop? Do they just everybody got to move out of the damn places that are close to it? Because what are you supposed to do when the air quality gets to where you're not going to be breathing? It's going to be too fucking thick. Will it feel like that? I mean, can like I need to talk to a scientist or something that's like if there's water between something, can the air, basically get that thick and like where we die off being the neighboring things? I don't know. Or is it too far away to do that? Like, I hope so. So I don't want to have to be like trying to evacuate and stuff like that. But yeah, I guess I don't know. Now I feel like uh I probably scared Autumn Love away or whatever, but that just a little message there. I don't know. It was something I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. That's if they were a stranger, but if they knew me, then I could understand it. Uh, and that's just because I do say, we need to be with our tribes and stuff like that. So hold on. Anyway, I keep on saying I don't know all the time, so I think I'm gonna. Oh, so anyway, yeah. If people listen back and the ones that feel like they're close to me, like I said, um, we talk enough to understand, you know, this is. I hope nobody likes to take this like at a personal level. Just if like if you feel like it's you, come on, reach out. Let's talk about this. But I don't know who will listen to this in the first place. But like I said, don't make it into uh if the like I said I don't know if I'm reaching the like I said whoever. I don't even know if the person that I'm talking about even listens to my stuff. Okay, but I'm just like, if you think it's you, do the change for the good and not like I don't like if you chose to just not deal with me because I'm just like, hey, you're hurting me from like no response. Like I need to feel like you need me in your life too. And if you just choose to uh stop our friendship so like that would hurt me, you know? So I hope that it doesn't turn out that way. I hope that you can see my side and we could come out of it like, together. Uh but there does need to be some changes. But yeah, um that's about it. I do have snacks. I have like probably six things or whatever, but the way life is going, I don't know when I'll be able to do them. But as soon as I'll be able to do them, you guys will be able to see me on video again. I know these are hard because you don't see me. But I do appreciate when people come in and listen and everything. Uh, and like I said, I always, in my mind, I'm always like, I gotta be back. There's a lot of times where like, I'm not gonna do it. It's just not worth it. But like I said, I feel like this is home for some people, and maybe they'll be working on their friendships. Even your family, any relationship period that you want people to stay in your life needs, the mutual, uh, just like I don't know, what was it, the mutual something engagement. I don't know if that was it, but that's what I would say, mutual engagement with each other. So thank you, Jazz, for coming in and staying the whole time. And thank you for the few random people that came in and said hi. If you guys do listen to it, or if you're in here and now listen to it, please hit the like button. I should have said that at the beginning because that would have, helped my channel a little bit. But if you guys are listening to it back, please hit the like button. I do miss all of you guys. Hopefully, we'll be able to form like a little chat group soon. But for now, I'm going to say goodbye because I can't breathe. Ugh, this air. So, bye, Jazz, if you're still on. Anybody else? I will see you another time. Hopefully. Take care of the people you love. That's all I'll say. See you next time.